5 surprisingly simple daily rituals that add years to your life after 70. Well, hello there, friends. Come on in. Grab your favorite chair, maybe a cup of tea. It's so good to have you here today. You know, just the other morning, I was sitting out on my porch, watching the world wake up. The birds were singing, the air was crisp, and I thought to myself, isn't this just the perfect kind of morning? But then, as I went to get up and water the geraniums, oh, that familiar little groan escaped me. My knees creaked, my back gave a little protest, and I had this thought, a thought I suspect might sound familiar to some of you. Where on earth did all that get up and go to? It's not that we're not grateful, goodness knows. We've seen seasons change, we've weathered storms, we've built lives. But sometimes, doesn't it feel like the zest, that little spark of effortless energy we used to have, is just fading a bit faster than we'd like? Like the battery isn't holding its charge quite like it used to? We see folks our age, maybe even older, who seem to be buzzing with life, taking trips, learning new things, playing with the great-grandkids without needing a long nap afterwards. And we wonder what's their secret. Is it just good genes? Luck? Well, friends, after talking to doctors, researchers, and most importantly, vibrant folks well into their 80s and 90s, I've learned something wonderful. It's rarely about dramatic overhauls or expensive treatments. More often than not, it's about small, simple things, daily rituals, woven into the fabric of their lives. Tiny threads that, stitch by stitch, weave a tapestry of more energy, more vitality, and yes, potentially more years filled with the things we love. Not just adding years to life, but adding life to those years. That's exactly what I want to share with you today. 5 surprisingly simple daily rituals that add years to your life after 70. And the beautiful thing? They're not complicated, they don't require special equipment, and you can start weaving them into your day. Right now, exactly where you are. Now, before we dive into the first one, let me be clear. This isn't about turning back the clock or chasing some impossible ideal of youth. It's about honoring this incredible stage of life, this wealth of experience we carry, and giving our bodies and minds the gentle, consistent support they deserve to keep shining brightly. It's about reclaiming that feeling of possibility, that little spark, one simple, doable step at a time. So, let's start with a ritual that might seem almost too simple, almost obvious, but its power, especially first thing in the morning, is truly remarkable. It's gentle movement, waking up the body, not wearing it out. Think about it. After a night's rest, our bodies can feel a bit stiff, like an engine that needs a moment to warm up on a chilly morning. Jumping straight into demanding activity isn't the answer. That's a surefire way to invite aches or even injury. What our bodies crave is awakening. This isn't about running a marathon before breakfast. It's about deliberate, mindful movement that signals to your joints, your muscles, your very bones. Good morning. It's time to move through the world again. It could be as simple as stretching in bed. Before you even swing your legs out, take 5 deep breaths. Then, slowly point and flex your toes. Circle your ankles gently. Hug one knee towards your chest, then the other. Gently twist your torso from side to side. Reach your arms overhead and stretch long, like a cat waking up in a sunbeam. Feel the delicious pull dot. Chair yoga or tai chi. If standing for long is tough, no problem. There are wonderful seated exercises. Gentle arm circles, neck rolls slowly. Seated twists, lifting alternate knees. Or perhaps a few minutes of very gentle, flowing tai chi movements, standing or seated, focusing on breath and smooth transitions. The key is fluidity, not force. A short, mindful walk, even just 5 minutes around the garden, down the driveway and back, or even pacing slowly around the living room. Pay attention to the feeling of your feet, connecting with the ground. Notice the swing of your arms. Breathe in the morning air. My neighbor George, bless him, used to groan his way out to get the paper. He started doing just 3 minutes of gentle arm and shoulder circles and leg lifts while waiting for his coffee to brew. Within a week, he told me, you know, that walk to the mailbox doesn't feel like such an expedition anymore. It lubricates the joints, gets the blood flowing gently to the brain and muscles, improves balance right from the start of the day, and sets a calm, purposeful tone. It tells your body it's safe and supported to move. That's the first surprisingly powerful thread we weave. Now, speaking of starting small and building gently, this next ritual flows beautifully from that morning movement. It's something we all know we should do, but its importance deepens tremendously as we get older. It's hydration, your body's silent symphony conductor. Water. Plain, simple water. It's the most fundamental nutrient, and honestly, many of us just aren't getting enough. As we age, our sense of thirst can become less reliable. We might not feel parched until we're already quite dehydrated. And dehydration, even mild dehydration, is a sneaky thief. It saps energy faster than you believe, makes us feel foggy-headed, can contribute to constipation, which is no fun for anyone, and even make us feel dizzy or lightheaded, increasing the risk of falls. Think of your body like a beautiful, intricate garden. Water is the essential flow that carries nutrients to every plant your cells, flushes away the waste, and keeps everything blooming and functioning smoothly. Without enough water, the whole system starts to wilt. So, how do we make hydration a simple, daily ritual? Start your engine with water, before that first cup of coffee or tea, which can actually be dehydrating. Have a glass of water. Keep it by your bedside if you think of it. That gentle movement you just did, follow it up with replenishing fluids. Sip, don't gulp. Forget try to chug giant glasses. Keep a favorite glass or bottle handy throughout the day and take small sips regularly. Aim for little and often. Make it appealing. If plain water feels like a chore, jazz it up. Add a slice of lemon, lime, cucumber, or a few berries. Herbal teas, caffeine-free, count too. Warm or iced, whatever you prefer. Listen to your body and the output. Check the color of your urine. Aim for pale yellow. If it's dark, you need more water. Feeling a bit headachy or sluggish mid-afternoon? Often, it's not more coffee you need, but a glass of water. Martha, a dear friend who's 82 and sharper than a tack, shared her secret. I have a lovely little blue jug I fill every morning. It sits right here on my kitchen counter where I see it. My goal is to empty it by lunchtime, and then I fill it again for the afternoon. It's not a chore. It's just part of my rhythm now. She swears it's made a world of difference in her energy levels and her clarity. Hydration isn't a grand gesture. It's the quiet, consistent background music that keeps your body's symphony playing beautifully. Gentle movement to awaken and lubricate. Consistent hydration to nourish and cleanse. These are the first two surprisingly simple, yet profoundly powerful, daily threads we can weave into our lives. They require no special skills, no gym membership, just a little intention. They lay the foundation, the very ground we stand on, for feeling more vibrant, more ourselves. But there's another piece to this puzzle, one that connects deeply to how we feel inside and out, and that's where we'll gently turn our attention next. It involves something we all possess, but perhaps don't always harness in quite the right way for our well-being. So, we've started our day with gentle movement, waking up these amazing bodies of ours with kindness, not force. And we're keeping the inner rivers flowing with good, plain water, that silent conductor keeping everything humming along smoothly. These are such simple things, aren't they? Yet they lay such a strong foundation. It's like tending to the soil before you plant the seeds. Now, let's talk about another kind of nourishment, friends. Just as vital as water for our physical garden, but this one feeds the heart, the spirit, the very essence of who we are. This brings us to our third surprisingly simple daily ritual, meaningful connection, feeding the soul, not just the schedule. Let's be honest, as the years roll by, our circles can sometimes feel a little smaller. Kids move away. Dear friends might not be as close geographically, or perhaps we've lost some along life's journey. And sometimes, well, it just feels easier to stay in, wrapped in the familiar comfort of our own space. But here's what the research shouts loud and clear, and what those vibrant folks in their 80s and 90s live out. Connection isn't a luxury, it's a lifeline. Isolation, that feeling of being truly alone and unseen, isn't just lonely. It's actively harmful to our health as we age. It can chip away at our immune system, cloud our thinking, and yes, even shorten our lives. But meaningful connection? Oh, that's like sunshine and rain for the soul. It sparks joy, reduces stress, keeps our minds sharp, and gives us a reason to get dressed in the morning, a reason to engage. Now, meaningful connection doesn't mean you need a packed social calendar or to be the life of the party. It's not about quantity, it's about quality. It's about feeling seen, heard, and valued. It's about sharing a laugh, a memory, or even a comfortable silence with someone who gets you. It could be a daily dose of voice. Instead of just texting the grandkids, though that's lovely too. Make a point to call one person each day. Hear their voice. Share a silly story. Ask about their day. It doesn't have to be an hour. 5 or 10 minutes of genuine back and forth can work wonders. Or call that old friend you keep meaning to catch up with. Hearing a familiar voice is instant medicine. The power of presence. If you can, share a cup of coffee or tea with a neighbor, a friend from your building, or a family member. Sit on a bench in the park and say good morning to passersby. Join that weekly knitting circle, book club at the library, or gentle exercise class. Even if you go mainly for the chat afterwards. Being physically present with others, sharing space and simple conversation, creates ripples of well-being. The warmth of greeting. Don't underestimate the power of a genuine smile and a good morning. To the cashier, the mail carrier, or the person walking their dog. Making that small effort to acknowledge another human being connects you to the wider world and reminds you that you belong. It brightens their day and yours. Furry or feathered friends. For many, the deep, unconditional connection with a pet. A cat purring on your lap, a dog wagging its tail with utter joy at your return, even watching birds of feeder, provides profound comfort and companionship. That daily ritual of feeding, grooming, or simply sitting with them is pure connection. Think about Clara. She's 78 and lives alone since her husband passed. She told me she started feeling a bit invisible, like the world was rushing past her window. Then, she decided on a simple ritual. Every single morning, after her gentle stretches and her glass of water, she calls one of her 3 daughters. Just a quick, good morning, love. Thinking of you. Some days it's a 2-minute chat, other days it turns into 20. Hearing their voices, she says, her eyes twinkling. It's like plugging myself into the mains. It reminds me I'm still their mom, still connected, still here. That daily dose of love, that anchor of connection, is a powerful thread weaving vitality into her life. Now, speaking of nourishment, let's turn our attention to the fuel we put into our physical engines. This is our 4th simple daily ritual. Mindful eating. Savoring the bite. Honoring the body. Food. It's one of life's great pleasures, isn't it? Or at least, it should be. But sometimes, especially as we get older, eating can become, well, a bit of a chore. Appetite changes. Digestion might feel trickier. Cooking for one can seem like too much effort. We might find ourselves grabbing whatever's easiest, eating in front of the TV without really noticing, or skipping meals altogether. Mindful eating isn't about restrictive diets, counting every calorie, or denying yourself the foods you love. It's about bringing your attention back to the simple, profound act of nourishing yourself. It's about reconnecting with the pleasure of eating and listening to what your wise body truly needs. It's slowing down and savoring. Here's how to weave this gentle ritual into your day. Create a pleasant space. As often as you can, set a place for yourself. Use a nice plate, even if it's just for you. Sit down at a table. Turn off the TV. Put down the newspaper. Make eating its own event, not just background noise. Engage your senses. Before you take the first bite, pause. Look at your food. Notice the colors, the textures. Smell it. What aromas do you detect? This simple pause signals your body to prepare for digestion. Chew slowly and deliberately. Put your fork down between bites. Really chew your food. Notice the flavors unfolding on your tongue. The sweetness, the saltiness, the tang, the earthiness. How does it feel in your mouth? This isn't just about manners. Chewing well is the first crucial step in good digestion, helping your body absorb nutrients more easily and reducing discomfort like bloating or indigestion. Check in with your body. Halfway through your meal, pause for a moment. How are you feeling? Are you still truly hungry? Or are you getting comfortably full? It takes about 20 minutes for your brain to register fullness signals from your stomach. Eating slowly gives your body time to catch up, helping you avoid that stuffed feeling later. Choose foods that love you back. This isn't about deprivation, but about adding in delicious, nourishing choices most of the time. Think colorful fruits and vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, healthy fats. Enjoy that piece of cake. Truly savor it mindfully. But also notice how a bowl of vibrant berries or a piece of grilled salmon makes your body feel afterwards, energized and satisfied, not sluggish. Remember George from earlier, groaning less after adding morning movement? He also started practicing mindful eating. I used to wolf down my lunch reading the paper, he admitted. Now, I sit at the little table by the window. I actually taste my sandwich. I notice the crunch of the lettuce, the tang of the mustard. Funny thing is, I find I don't need that huge second helping anymore. And that afternoon slump? Not nearly as bad. Eating mindfully helps us appreciate our food more, digest it better, and naturally supports a healthier weight and more stable energy, all by simply paying attention. So, we've woven in movement to awaken us, hydration to cleanse and nourish, connection to warm our spirit, and mindful eating to truly fuel our bodies with presence and pleasure. These 4 simple threads, practiced day by day, create a powerful tapestry of well-being. But there's one final piece, friends. It's the thread that gives the whole tapestry its meaning, its sparkle, its reason for being. It's about looking forward, not just back. It's about finding that little flicker of excitement for the day ahead, and that's where we'll gently turn our attention as we move forward. It might be simpler to find than you think. We've gathered some beautiful threads so far, haven't we? Waking up the body gently, like coaxing a sleepy garden into bloom. Keeping the inner rivers flowing with clear water. Warming our spirits with the sunshine of connection, a voice, a shared smile, the comforting weight of a cat on our lap. And then, truly savoring our food, honoring this vessel that carries us through life with mindful bites and nourishing choices. These rituals, simple as they seem, are weaving a stronger, more vibrant foundation beneath our feet. But friends, there's one more thread, a truly golden one, that ties all the others together and gives the whole tapestry its shimmer, its reason. This is our 5th surprisingly simple daily ritual, purposeful moments, finding your why in the everyday. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Purpose? At my age? Shouldn't I have figured that out decades ago? Or perhaps, my big purpose, raising the kids, building a career, caring for others, that's mostly behind me now. What's left? Here's the beautiful, liberating truth. Purpose after 70 or 80 or 90 isn't about changing the world in some grand, exhausting way. It's not about replicating the driven intensity of earlier chapters. It's something quieter, deeper, and profoundly life-affirming. It's about finding meaning and value in the small moments, the everyday acts, the quiet contributions that make your life feel worthwhile and connected to something larger than yourself. Think of it as your inner compass. That little spark of why bother getting up today finds its answer in purpose. And research, talking to countless vibrant seniors, tells us this isn't just feel-good philosophy. Having a sense of purpose is strongly linked to living longer, healthier lives. It reduces stress, boosts our immune system, sharpens our minds, and gives us incredible resilience when facing life's inevitable bumps. So, how do we weave this golden thread into our daily fabric? It's about looking for the small, meaningful moments and intentionally creating space for them. It's finding your unique why for this day. Here's what that can look like. The gift of attention. Sometimes, purpose is simply being fully present for someone else. Really listening, truly listening, when a friend shares a worry. Holding your grandchild's hand and looking them in the eyes while they tell you a story. Making them feel like the most important person in the world in that moment. That focused attention is a powerful gift, a purpose-fulfilled. Tending your corner. Your purpose might bloom right outside your window. Nurturing a pot of herbs on the sill, filling the bird feeder, and watching the sparrows and finches flit about, deadheading the roses to encourage more blooms. Tending a small patch of earth, whether it's a garden plot or a windowsill jungle, connects you to the cycle of life and growth. It says, I am a caretaker here, sharing your wisdom. Often without saying a word, you have a lifetime of experience woven into your being. Sometimes, purpose is simply showing others, especially younger generations, how to navigate life with grace, patience, or kindness through your own quiet example. It's the way you handle a setback, the patience you show a frazzled cashier, the story you tell that carries a lesson without being a lecture. Your lived experience is a valuable contribution. The joy of creating, engaging in something creative, knitting a scarf, sketching the view from your porch, writing a poem or a letter to an old friend, trying a new recipe, arranging flowers from the garden, isn't just a hobby. It's an act of bringing something new and beautiful into the world. It's a declaration that your unique perspective and expression still matter. That scarf keeps someone warm. That sketch captures a moment. That letter brings joy. That's purpose. Small acts of kindness. Holding the door open with a smile. Sending a card just because. Offering a genuine compliment. Donating gently used items to a shelter. Volunteering an hour a week at the library shelving books or reading to children. These small ripples of kindness connect you to your community and affirm that you still have something valuable to give. You matter to someone else's day. Let me tell you about Edith. She's 88, lives in a cozy apartment, and her mobility isn't what it once was. For a while, she felt adrift. The days just seemed to blur, she confessed. Then, she decided on her daily purpose ritual, feeding the birds. Every single morning, after her stretches and her glass of water, she carefully fills her bird feeder and sprinkles seed on her tiny balcony ledge. She sits with her tea and watches. She knows the regulars, the bossy blue jay, the shy morning doves. She learns their habits. She feels responsible for them. Those little birds, she says, her voice warm. They depend on me. It gets me up. It gives me something to look forward to watching each day. It's my little job, my little purpose. That simple act anchors her day, connects her to nature, and gives her immense satisfaction. It's her golden thread. Purpose isn't found only in the grand gestures. It's woven into the fabric of our ordinary moments. It's asking yourself, even quietly, what small thing can I do today that feels meaningful? What can I tend? Who can I connect with? What can I create or appreciate? This sense of purpose, friends, is the heartbeat beneath all the other rituals. It's the why behind choosing the gentle stretch instead of staying stiff in bed. It's the why behind drinking that water so you feel clear-headed enough to enjoy your grandson's visit. It's the why behind picking up the phone to connect or taking the time to truly taste your lunch, because this life, this day, is worth being present for. Purpose infuses the other rituals with meaning and makes them stick. We've gathered all 5 threads now. Gentle movement, awakening the body kindly. Hydration, nourishing and cleansing from within. Meaningful connection, warming the spirit. Mindful eating, honoring and fueling the body with presence. Purposeful moments, finding your unique why each day. These surprisingly simple daily rituals aren't a rigid to-do list. They're an invitation, a gentle nudge towards weaving a life that feels richer, more engaged, and yes, potentially longer and healthier. It's about tending your own inner garden with consistent, loving care. Now, as we bring these threads together, you might be wondering how to truly make them part of your life without feeling overwhelmed. How do these simple moments translate into more energy, more vitality, more years filled with the things you love? That's the beautiful picture we'll gently step back and admire as we complete our tapestry. It's about seeing how these small stitches create a resilient, vibrant whole. So here we are, friends, gathered together with all 5 beautiful threads in hand. The gentle awakening of movement, the life-giving flow of hydration, the heart-warming glow of connection, the mindful nourishment of eating, and the guiding light of purpose. We've laid them out, one by one, seeing how surprisingly simple, how profoundly doable they truly are. It's not about adding burdens, is it? It's about rediscovering the gentle rhythms that help us feel more like ourselves, vibrant, engaged, and deeply present in this precious chapter. You might be looking at these 5 rituals and thinking, okay, that sounds lovely, But how do they actually add years? And more importantly, how do they add life to those years? It's a fair question. The magic isn't in any single dramatic action. It's in the quiet, cumulative power of weaving these threads together, day after day, stitch by consistent stitch. Think of your body and spirit like a magnificent, intricate tapestry. Every time you choose that gentle morning stretch, instead of rushing stiffly out of bed movement, you're strengthening the warp threads, the foundation. You're lubricating joints, improving circulation and balance, reducing the risk of falls, a major concern as we age, and starting the day with a sense of agency over your own body. It whispers to your cells, "We are cared for." Pouring that glass of water first thing, and sipping throughout the day, hydration, is like keeping the colors vibrant. It flushes toxins, aids digestion, helping absorb the good stuff from your food, keeps your brain sharp and focused, prevents that sluggish fog and those nagging headaches, and supports every single function in your body. Dehydration quietly saps vitality. Consistent hydration restores it. Reaching out for that daily dose of connection, a call, a shared smile, tending your bird friends, weaves in the rich hues of belonging and joy. It combats the silent, creeping chill of isolation, which we know is as harmful as smoking. It lowers stress hormones, like cortisol, boosts feel-good chemicals, like oxytocin, keeps your mind nimble through conversation, and gives you reasons to laugh and engage. Laughter, true laughter shared, is potent medicine. Sitting down to truly savor your food, mindful eating, isn't just about manners. It's about respecting the incredible machine that is your body. Eating slowly and attentively improves digestion immensely, reducing bloating and discomfort. It helps you naturally recognize fullness cues, supporting a healthy weight without dieting drama. Choosing nourishing foods most of the time provides the building blocks for strong bones, resilient muscles, and a sharp mind. It fuels your energy for the things you want to do. And that beautiful purpose, finding your unique why for the day, that's the golden thread running through it all. It's the pattern that makes the tapestry meaningful. It provides the motivation to do the stretching, drink the water, make the call, and choose the nourishing meal. Knowing that feeding the birds brings you joy, or that your grandchild cherishes your call, or that your garden patch thrives under your care. This deep sense of value and contribution is powerfully linked to lower rates of depression, sharper cognitive function, stronger immunity, and yes, even greater longevity. It gives you a reason to greet the morning with anticipation, not resignation. Arthur's story. Remember George, Martha, Clara, and Edith? Let me tell you about Arthur. He's 76 and felt things were slipping. Energy low, joints achy, a bit lonely since his bridge club disbanded. He started small. First, just the gentle leg lifts while waiting for his toast movement. Then, he put a cheerful mug by his kettle and started filling it with water first thing, hydration. He felt a bit brighter. He began calling his nephew every Tuesday and Thursday morning, just a quick check-in connection. That made him smile. He stopped eating lunch in front of the news. He set his small kitchen table, even for a sandwich, and actually tasted it, mindful eating. His digestion improved. Then, he remembered he loved whittling. He dug out his old tools. Now, spending 30 minutes most afternoons shaping a piece of wood into a little bird or a smooth heart, purpose, gives him deep satisfaction. He gives them away, seeing the delight they bring. It's not that I feel 20 again, Arthur says, but I feel like me again. The creaks are still there, but they don't boss me around like they used to. I've got more get up and go for the things I actually want to do. That's the tapestry in action. The beauty is, you don't need to weave perfectly every single day. Some days, the threads might feel a little tangled. Maybe you only manage the water and a quick call. Maybe the mindful eating goes out the window at a family barbecue, and that's okay, enjoy it. The power lies in the intention, in gently picking up the threads again the next day. It's the consistent returning to these simple rituals that builds resilience, vitality, and that precious sense of well-being. These 5 surprisingly simple daily habits work together, reinforcing each other. Moving gently makes you thirsty, reminding you to hydrate. Being hydrated gives you the energy to connect meaningfully. Feeling connected sparks your sense of purpose. Having a purpose motivates you to nourish your body, well, to sustain it. And nourishing your body, well, gives you the physical foundation to move and engage. It's a beautiful, self-sustaining circle of well-being. So, my dear friends, as we bring our time together to a close, remember this. Adding vibrant years isn't about chasing fads or drastic changes. It's about embracing these gentle, consistent threads. Awaken your body kindly each day. Nourish it steadily with clear water. Warm your spirit with genuine connection. Fuel yourself mindfully, savoring each bite. Anchor your day with your unique sense of purpose. Start where you are. Pick just one thread that resonates most right now. Weave it into your tomorrow. Then, perhaps next week, add another. Be patient and kind with yourself. Small steps, taken consistently, create profound change. You have a wealth of wisdom and experience within you. These rituals are simply ways to honor that, to support this incredible vessel and spirit that has carried you so far, so you can truly savor the journey ahead. I'd love to hear from you. What's one small ritual you already do that brings you joy or energy? Or is there one thread from today you feel inspired to try? Share your thoughts, your stories, your wisdom down in the comments below. Let's learn from each other and build a community right here, supporting each other in living well. If this conversation resonated with you, if it sparked a little hope or gave you a practical idea, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps others find it too. And if you'd like more gentle guidance, stories, and tips for thriving in these wonderful years, consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. We'll keep exploring how to make the most of this precious time together. Remember, friends, your best years aren't necessarily behind you. They can be the ones you're living right now, woven with intention, kindness, and these simple, life-giving threads. It's never too late to add more richness, more connection, more vitality. You are worth the care. You are worth the joy. Here's to embracing each day, to weaving your own unique, vibrant tapestry, and to living your very best life right now. Take good care, and I'll see you next time. Until then, keep weaving your magic.